push us around. I mean, this place is getting more like a concentration camp than a prison.
Yeah, it certainly is. Oh, I feel trapped now.
Look, Bea is going to find us a way through all this. She's doing all the right things.
Of course she is. I know, we've got to show them they can't treat us like this.
Come in.
Excuse me, you, Mrs. Morris?
Yes. What can I do for you?
You, Chrissy Latham's parole officer, aren't you?
I don't think we've met, have we?
No, sorry. Well, I'm Chrissy's brother, Derek.
Oh, how do you do? Well, I knew Chrissy had a brother, but...
Yeah, I know. She's going to be more surprised than you are. We haven't seen each other for 10 years.
Oh, sit down. Derek?
Yeah, thanks. You can call me Del.
Well, what can I do for you?
I want to help Chrissy if I can.
Oh?
Look, Mrs. Morris, when Chrissy and I were kids, I let her down pretty badly. And when she left home, she didn't want anything to do with me. I don't blame her, really. Oh, we lost touch with each other, and, well, the other day I saw an article in a paper about her and this Mick O'Brien character, so, well, here I am. The paper said something about a baby as well, is that right?
Yes, she's applying for custody as a single parent.
Well, how's she going to look after the baby on her own?
Well, it won't be easy, and of course money will be the main problem. If she gets custody, she'll get a single parent's pension. That won't go very far, and she'll have to give up her flat.
Right, well, look, that's where I thought I could help her. You see, the wife and I, we've got a spare room at home. We'd be happy to have Chrissy and the baby come and stay with us.
Well, that'd be an enormous help. And it'd carry a lot of weight at the custody hearing, too.
Oh, great. Can you give me her address? I'd like to go and see her and talk to her about it.
No, I'm sorry. I'll have to speak to Chrissy first and see how she feels.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, can you give me the name of the baby home? I'd really like to see my niece.
As I said, I'll speak to Chrissy and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Oh. Well, after all this time, one day longer can't make much difference.
I have an idea which might help to clear up the situation with the inmates. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. How do you feel about an open discussion between the staff and the prisoners?
Oh, Mrs. Davidson, no.
Would you please hear me out? A round-table discussion would help to clarify the problems on both sides, and we may be able to find a solution to the situation.
I'm sorry, I think that's a very dangerous suggestion.
I think the whole idea is ridiculous. I'm not in favor of giving them the chance to tell us how to run the prison.
I certainly wasn't suggesting that.
Mrs. Davidson, I must look after the safety of the union members. Now, if you're going to insist on such a meeting, then the officers will have to be armed in case of trouble.
Armed? How can we possibly hope to have a peaceful meeting if they see us all armed?
I'm sorry, but it's the only way I'm going to allow any union member to attend such a meeting.
Well, perhaps if the armed officers kept a good distance from the women, that mightn't harm the talks too much.
It's the only way, I'm afraid.
Very well, if that is the only way. Thank you for your cooperation.
This is bloody ridiculous. Smith, you've caused enough trouble as it is.
Oh, belt up, Vera. All right, let us all settle down. I've asked for this meeting so that...
Are you going to tell them to put down their weapons?
That's right, because it's hardly a vote of confidence, is it?
Confidence? You're lucky this meeting was agreed to in the first place.
We didn't ask for it. It was your idea.
Well, those guns are only going to cause trouble, Bea. Can't you call the whole thing off?
Why should we fight over our rights? If we've gone this far, we may as well keep it up.
Please, let us have some sort of order. We're not getting anywhere like this. Can I have your assurance there will be no trouble? If I can, then we may be able to do without these weapons.
Well, we'd like the same sort of assurance. You tell them to put down their hardware, and then we'll promise no trouble.
Yes. That's unfair.
Ah, forget it. It's pointless.
I would like to hear your complaints. I want to see if there is anything I can do about them. Smith, can you speak for the women?
What do you think? Okay. First of all, we are sick and tired of not knowing where we stand. One minute you are letting up on security and handing out all kinds of privileges. And the next, well, where would you like me to start?
Yeah, then all of a sudden we've got no privacy at all.
And no more classes.
And you're always checking our cells every minute of the day and searching them?
And you talk to us as though we're scum.
All right. I said that's enough.
Yuck. Hold it. All we are trying to do is get up and leave and just have a look at them. You call this a peaceful meeting?
Please, everyone, just calm down. Sit down. This isn't getting us anywhere. Don't any of you understand? This is only making matters worse. We are all in a vicious circle. If we could just discuss things calmly, we may be able to find a way out of it.
Well, you know what our demands are, Mrs. Davidson, and they're not going to change. I don't see any point to further discussion.
Well, certainly not in this atmosphere. This meeting is over.
I'd like to request an exercise period. We have been locked in our cells most of the morning.
Very well. But it will be with an armed escort.
Excuse me.
Yes.
My name's Chrissy Latham, and I know I can't take my little girl out today, but I was wondering if I could just see her for a little while.
Oh, I think that should be possible. She's a very popular little lady today. She has another visitor with her right now. Come with me.
Derek? What are you doing here?
Hello, Chrissy. Well, I saw the article in the paper about your boyfriend, so I contacted Mrs. Morris.
Oh, that's bloody brilliant, that
Hey,
is.
look, don't blame her. I mean, she wouldn't tell me where you or the baby were. I had to ring up every home in the phone book till I found the right one. Now I found you as well.
And now you can just lose us again, can't you?
Look, I know how you feel, but I want to help, right? I mean, there are things that I can do which will make it all easier for you.
Yeah, leave.
Mrs. Morris reckons I can help you get custody of Elizabeth. Look, I'm married, right? Well, you can move in with us. My wife agrees to it. There's plenty of room. You haven't got a better chance of getting custody of Elizabeth other than this.
Yeah. But why now, Derek? I mean, you haven't given a damn about me for years, have you?
Look, I was too scared to stand up for you, all right? I mean, incest is a pretty big charge. I was scared of what Dad'd do to me if I testified.
Feeling guilty, are you? Is that why you've
Yeah,
come?
that's right. I mean, that's part of it. But look, I also think this is the right thing to do. And Brenda, my wife, agrees. Look, we'll be more than willing to have you stay with us.
Yeah, well, I'll just have to think about it, won't I?
Yeah, of course you will. You know, Dad's... Well, he's paying for his mistakes, you know.
Dad?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's dying, isn't he? All the years on the booze have finally caught up with him. He's so difficult to live with, I tell you. But I don't know how Brenda puts up with him.
You mean you've got him there living with you? And you want me under the same roof?
Yeah, all right. I mean, look, things are different. He's old and sick now. I mean, it's all changed.
He's a bloody animal. I don't want nothing to do with him.
Hey, look, just steady
and you can
on,
just clear
Chrissy.
off too, because I want nothing to do with you either.
Hey, look, hang on, Chris.
We're going to have to do something. I'm going out of my mind with things like they are.
Just take it easy. They can't keep it up forever.
Yeah, well, if they keep locking us in our cells all day long, I don't think I'm going to be able to take it.
Listen, hang on, Jude. If you break now, you're going to give the screws another victory.
Geez, if you're saying all the guns, it'd give you the creeps.
All right. You know the rules. No more than two of you together at a time.
Whatever you say, Vera. I'd hate to scare you.
Just do as you're told, Smith.
Getting real bad round here, Jude.